The Chief Executive Officer of Inter Milan has come out and said that they regret that Perisić has left the club for Spurs, but have thanked him and said much respect to him. Reports are stating that Spurs hope to sell Giovanni Lo Celso and Harry Winks in the near future, and club legend Ozzy Ardiles describes Spurs defender Cristian Romero as one of the best defenders in the world. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all keeping well. In today's episode, I'll be going through all of the latest Tottenham news, all of the rumours and all of the reports. If you're watching this on YouTube, please do hit that subscribe button. Also hit that like button and that notification bell where YouTube will notify you every single time I upload a new video. If you're listening to this on an audio platform, do hit that follow button and leave a review if you can. Let's start by talking about Tottenham's new signing, Ivan Perisić. A report has just been published by the Evening Standard, and they are stating Ivan Perisic's reason for joining Tottenham has been revealed as Inter Milan chief admits regret at losing the star. In this report, it states that Inter Milan chief Marotta discussed the Croatian's departure after he flew into North London for a medical on Monday, and Spurs could unveil his free transfer today. Marotta told reporters there is regret, but he wanted to try a new experience in the English Premier League. He then added, "We were not in a position to make better offers. Simply his choice was based on a different future than the current one. Maximum respect for that, and a big thank you to him as well." Now, in this report from the Evening Standard, it then goes on to say Tottenham have agreed a 2-year deal with Perisić worth around £100,000 a week to kick off their summer business, which could see an array of new faces arrive to complement Antonio Conte's squad. The coach worked with the player at Inter, but initially loaned him out to Bayern Munich before Perisić returned a year later to help Inter Milan win the Serie A title. He is expected to compete with Ryan Sessegnon at left wing-back next season, with Spurs prepared to listen to offers for Sergio Reguilón, but he can also play on the right at number 10 or even up front. A report has just been published by the Daily Express, and they are stating that Spurs are close to selling two midfielders for £35 million as Antonio Conte makes space for revamp. Tottenham are making big changes this summer. It states that Tottenham Hotspur could be set to let two midfielders leave in the near future as they aim to raise funds for manager Antonio Conte in the transfer market. The Italian boss will be eager to add to his squad this window, and Harry Winks and Giovanni Lo Celso could depart North London to fund potential incomings. The duo have both been linked with moves away this summer, and the London Evening Standard have claimed that the club will listen to offers for Harry Winks and want around £20 million for the English midfielder. The 26-year-old's last start for Spurs came in February as he played a bit-part role largely under Antonio Conte since Rodrigo Bentancur and Pierre-Emile Højbjerg have formed a strong midfield partnership. Lo Celso could also leave Tottenham on a permanent basis this summer, and reports in Spain are stating that Villarreal have already fully agreed a deal to sign the Argentina midfielder permanently, and they are claiming that Tottenham will receive €18 million, the equivalent of £15 million initially, and then a potential €6 to £7 million, which is the equivalent of £5 to £6 million in bonuses. Lo Celso has enjoyed a successful loan spell at Emery's side at Villarreal as they reached the Champions League semi-finals. The Argentinian international started each of their knockout games following his loan move in January. Also, in the report from the Daily Express, it says that Spurs could look to boost their options in midfield if Harry Winks and Giovanni Lo Celso leave, with Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, Rodrigo Bentancur and Oliver Skipp the only real options for Antonio Conte, as Tanguy Ndombele's future at the club is still undecided following his loan spell at Lyon in the second half of the season. Now, another report has just been published on Harry Winks. This one is from the Daily Mail today, and they are stating that Sevilla have joined the race to sign Tottenham's £25 million rated Harry Winks after Newcastle, Everton, Fulham and Southampton were put on the alert that the out-of-favour midfielder is available. It states that Spanish club Sevilla are reportedly considering a shock move for Spurs midfielder Harry Winks this summer. The Spurs academy product, who has 10 England caps, is expected to depart North London ahead of next season. Spurs chairman Daniel Levy will listen to offers for the 26-year-old this summer, and it is believed a fee of around £20 to £25 million will be enough to land a player who has been at Spurs since the age of 5. And according to the Sun newspaper, they are stating that the La Liga side are willing to offer the playmaker a chance to revive his career in a league that would suit his technical ability. There seems to be plenty of potential takers for Harry Winks, with Southampton and Newcastle understood to have interest in the midfielder. The report also suggests that Fulham and Everton are also interested in the England international. Spurs legend Ozzy Ardiles has been talking about Spurs finishing in the top 4, and also been talking about fellow countryman and Tottenham Hotspur central defender Cristian Romero. He said, "I'm absolutely delighted that Spurs finished in the top 4 because at one time it looked like it was out of our hands, and the final day was what makes the Premier League the best league in the world." There was a little bit of trepidation going to Norwich for the last game of the season because of our history, but once the second goal went in, that was it. You could see the difference in the two teams was huge, and we won very, very comfortably. For a lot of reasons, a lot of different reasons, it was such a great season, really. First, just to qualify for the Champions League, and then there were some outstanding performances. It's very difficult to choose just one. Harry Kane, for example, had a very slow start, especially for him, but he finished incredibly strong. I would also like to mention Cristian Romero. He is one of the top defenders in the world, without doubt. Ozzy then went on to talk a little bit more about Cristian Romero and said it's not easy to arrive in English football and acclimatise straight away. It can take quite a long time to do so. It looked to me as if he'd done so extremely quickly. He's very good with the ball, without the ball, and he is a very good defender. He still needs to learn a few things. He's made 1 or 2 mistakes, but he's very clever and will learn a lot from those mistakes. Ozzy Ardiles then went on to say that Cristian Romero is an outstanding player, and I'm delighted that Spurs have him. He then went on to talk about Heung-min Son and said, "I have to mention who I think was the player of the year. Heung-min Son was absolutely magnificent. And the PFA Player of the Year voting, he was not even in the top 6. That is a joke." Now, my thoughts on all of these stories in this episode. Inter have stated that they regret Perisić leaving the club for Tottenham. Of course they will. Of course they're going to regret what's happening, because they're losing a great player here, and Tottenham Hotspur are gaining a great player. It's a great move for Tottenham, but what a classy message from Inter Milan, thanking him and saying much respect to him. If only every club dealt with situations like that when a key player leaves. So very, very classy from Inter Milan. Reports are stating that Spurs hope to sell Giovanni Lo Celso and Harry Winks. If I'm honest, I expect both of them to leave in the summer. Of course, we paid a lot of money for Lo Celso. Spurs will want to try and recoup as much money as possible. And, from reports that I've read in the last couple of days, Spurs have apparently officially told Harry Winks that they are going to listen to for offers from other clubs. There are a lot of clubs interested, and he can leave the club for between £20 and £25 million. Harry Winks will probably be gutted, but on another note, because he's been there since 5 years old, but on another note, he will want first-team football, and he's not getting a lot of that under Antonio Conte right now. And lastly, Ozzy Ardiles describing Spurs defender Cristian Romero as one of the best in the world. Couldn't agree more. He is absolutely a fantastic talent. Really looking forward to seeing more of him. Of course, he spent his first season at Spurs. And, of course, he didn't even play all of the games, nowhere near. He was injured for some of it. Of course, we had those problems with him going off on international duty, coming back late or not even being able to play. So having a full season, with someone like Cristian Romero at the back, I'm very excited. As I keep saying, I'm very excited about the changes that happen in our club. And, last season, one of the real pluses was having Cristian Romero signed from Atalanta in the summer. He's had a good season, but I've no doubt next season will be a great season for him and our club. Thanks for watching and thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're watching this on YouTube, please do hit that subscribe button. Also hit that like button and that notification bell where YouTube will notify you every single time I upload a new video. If you're listening to this on an audio platform, do hit that follow button and leave a review if you can. And I'll see you on the next one. Stay safe and well. Come on, you Spurs.